Awale Osman, is a program officer for the Community Innovation Team at the Bush Foundation. He is an alumnus of the Upper Bound program at Rochester Community and Technical College, the Student Support Services program at North Hennepin Community College, and the McNair Scholars Program at Augsburg College. I present to you Mr. Awale.
Thank you. Before I start, one of my trio family members, we had a bet and she won. So a big shout out to Tricia, the director of Upper Bound at the University of Minnesota. Would you give a hand of applause, please? Thank you for indulging me, along with Andrew, Tally, among all of my Minnesota trio peeps, and of course, by extension, all of you, trio family. I was born in a Kenyan refugee camp after my family fled Somalia's civil war in 1992. 2 years later, my mother left my 12 siblings and me behind for work in the United States. I would not see her again for 10 years. The money she sent funded our relocation to Nairobi, Kenya, and monthly, my family gathered at a local cafe to pay for phone service to speak with her. In these precious minutes, I expressed my love, appreciation, disappointments, and joys while growing up. In Kenya, I also found it painful to watch neighborhood children attend school because my family could not afford it. After more than 5 years of immigration process, I was finally reunited with my mother in 2004. I was excited to come to the United States, enthralled with rumors of living in a mansion, owning a bike, scooping up Minnesota snow, and attending free schools. As I discovered years later, the reality was living in cramped apartments, relying on welfare programs to survive, and feeling academically inadequate when my limited English skills resulted in poor grades. Through relentless dedication and through the support of TRIO programs over 8 years, I gained a strong command of the English language, graduating from Augsburg University with a Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies and a minor in Gender, Sexuality, and Women's Studies. Back in the refugee camp, I could not have envisioned who I would become: a grant maker, an activist for higher education through TRIO programming, an educator, and a leader in my community. What accounts for my success is the power of TRIO to engage students and change lives. You see, I was a failing student before my induction into Upper Bound in 9th grade. D's and F's were stable in my academic transcript. At that time, it was difficult for me to imagine the possibility of graduating from high school. Advisors, TRIO advisors specifically, tutors, related after-school support programs, and enrichment services resulted in transitioning from ESOL classes to mainstream, from honors to the International Baccalaureate program, culminating in graduating from a high school career with post-secondary credits. Now, I would like to ask my TRIO mother, Shelley Siegel, to please stand, and stand remaining. Please stand, keep standing, Shelley. This is the surprise I was talking about. So right after high school, I was accepted into TRIO Student Support Services at North Hennepin Community College, where Shelley served as who supported me, gave me confidence to go beyond my own perceived capabilities. Shelley, you see, helped me set goals, find connections to resources, evaluated my progress, held me accountable, and served as a source of emotional support. As a result, is winning over $1 million in scholarship, fellowship, undergraduate research, and study abroad opportunities. And it so happens, today is Shelley's birthday. And so, on my command, sing along with me, a happy birthday to my trio mother. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shelley. Happy birthday to you. Thank you. Thank you for indulging me. So, after my SSS trio at North Hennepin, I was accepted into Augsburg University's McNair program, which provided me with the faculty support for my undergraduate research study and presented it at Berkeley University shortly after. But most importantly, McNair demystified the academic community and equipped me with the social and cultural capital to excel in my graduate studies. Lastly, TRIO opened doors to my career. Immediately after earning my undergraduate studies, would you believe it, Carlos right here, hired me. As a research fellow at the Minnesota Education Equity Partnership. And shortly after that, I got a 3-year employment fellowship in the name of the late Ron McKinley, who provided me my first job into philanthropy. McNair, as you may know, founded the first TRIO program in Minnesota in the 1970s, which made my TRIO opportunities and many others possible. McKinley also founded the Minnesota Education Equity Partnership, which hired me and makes opportunities available for so many others across the state of Minnesota and many field-building work across the country. For these experiences and many more, I know firsthand the power of TRIO to engage students and change lives. Today, I'm proud to serve as a civic entrepreneur, coaching and enabling creative, inclusive, and community-empowering public work across a 3-state region at a place-based private foundation, sharing responsibility for managing over $10 million in grants each year and managing a portfolio of 16 grantees and over $5 million of my own. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined myself in such a role. I reached this point in my life because of the indispensable support I received in TRIO Upper Bound, TRIO Student Support Services, and McNair Scholars. I am a living proof that TRIO works.